that out, and I had to get that out in front of you because it's tough. It's hard to break down in front of a former Marine like that. But like
Good man.
I don't care. Like it's humiliating, but like this is my example. Just rambling and blasting your ear, but I'm getting everything out,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna feel a lot better after this.
yeah. Well, I mean, this is the whole idea, man. Just being there for each other, and the fight never ends, and that's really what it is. The fight never ends, and in the Marines we have that one mission. Afghanistan, it was a mission. In CONUS, it was a mission. When we get out of the Marines, it's another mission, and that's the way we got to look at it. My mission right now is, you know, provide for my family, make sure they're taken care of, make sure that bills are paid, make sure that food's on the table, and that's a mission in itself. And trying to figure it out and get it there, and get to that place where you don't have to worry anymore. And putting your best foot forward and having a strategy and having a plan and taking a risk, all those things add up to success.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be easy. It's going to suck.
Yeah.
But that whole saying, embrace the suck.
Yeah.
There's this show I've been watching lately. It's called Meat Eater. And this
Yeah.
guy, he goes hunting, right? And he talks about like how you got to suffer a little bit to have fun, and you have to suffer a little bit to enjoy life. And that's kind of the way I look at it too, a little bit. I kind of grasp a lot and connect a lot with that guy, and I hope I can one day can meet that guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. Steve
You know,
Ranella, right?
yeah. And he said, what did he say? He said, basically, just said you have to suffer a little bit, and the best fun, the most memorable times of your life are the times that suck the most.
Yeah.
In that moment it sucks, and you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I trying to do a business and have a full-time job and trying to raise a family? But I look back, even just past this past year, and I think about all the hard long nights that I've stayed up trying to finish orders for people that were due the next morning. And I look back and I'm like, man, that was fun. That was worth it. Because ultimately what happened was, those people got what they wanted, they got what they needed, and it was a success. But it sucked,
Yeah.
but it got done. And it was fun in the process looking back.
Yeah. If you relate, all the times in the suck, with your guys, but you always had your guys to your left and right, and now we don't, like, especially as veterans, like we don't have our guys to left and right, and we have like our core friends and stuff like that, but unless we have our buddies, like I'm very fortunate that I have one of the guys from my fire team, just an hour north of me, so we hang out all the time and go play golf and go shoot, and it's great. But my other guy, he's all the way in California, and so we chat every now and then. But when he heard, I was going through it and I was hospitalized, like he hopped on a plane and he came and saw me. He only got to spend 24 hours here, but like I don't know how much money he dropped, but he dropped everything and came out to take care of me. And that's the brotherhood, and that's the relationship we have. And I want to see more of that. Like I want to see us all communicating. I want to see that same rapport we had, every morning in formation, where we're all, gather around the smoke pit, just cracking jokes. And
Yeah.
we may not be able to do that in physical form, but like, there is technology, and there is, ways to be together again. But like this entire conversation was leading to like why is it not happening? And these past couple months, I've really been studying like social media and the effect that has on people, and I think that's a really big issue, to be completely honest. And not that it doesn't have the capabilities. It absolutely has capabilities, but like we as individuals or as a whole are not using it effectively. And I think that's apparent with the just the culture itself and how divisive it is, and everybody's at each other's throats, but in reality we're just people, and
Yeah, it needs to be taken advantage of. It's an excellent form of communication, and it definitely can be taken advantage of it as far as trying to reach out to brothers and sisters and things like that. Absolutely. I think the other thing too. So when you're an adult and you have all those things in your life, you have to make an effort to have friends and have conversations and stuff like that. And I can tell you that's tough. My best friend, I haven't seen him in almost a month and a half now, and he lives 15 minutes down the road.
yeah,
You know, like trying to make time for your friends, you have to make it. You can't just wait for it to happen. You have to make it, and that goes hand in hand with Marines and friends and that camaraderie. You have to make it. You have to put that effort forward. And if the receiving end, if the other end doesn't want it, then it's never going to happen. But I think that it can. I think that it absolutely can.
yeah, just a simple shift, and just a simple movement, and that's the whole goal of this, and is to bring everybody back to a consolidated platform, away from an algorithm, away from data sharing, away from like feeds. Like, I mean, this may not be the most entertaining, or the exactly what Facebook or Instagram or YouTube accomplishes, but like ideally, I'm trying to get people, at least for now, off just scrolling, off just liking, off just laughing at memes. All that stuff is great, but I think we're starting to lose that human connection, and I think we're starting to lose that connection that we had with our brothers and sisters we served with. And like, I think if one community can show a change and a shift, it can absolutely be our community, first and
Yeah,
foremost.
yeah.
Um, so
Because that camaraderie's already been there.
yeah, yeah,
It needs to be. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, look at our conversation right now. I mean, you and I have never met in person.
no,
We've both been in those smoke pits having those same stupid conversations about nothing,
yeah,
and we can pick it up without a problem. Just having a conversation about nothing really, or something really important, but it's effortless,
yeah.
and I think that that's a good thing to show. It can happen. Just do it.
Yeah, yeah, it's just do it, and like we're just doing it now, and I mean to kind of move off, the redundancy a little bit. I love to hear more about like your passion of woodworking. Like you transform that into a business, and I can't think of anything like more awesome than taking something you love and turn that into a business. And it may not be like, got a squirrel
I was,
running around there.
no, I was looking for the thing that really pushed my business. I don't have it here.
Yeah, yeah. But like to just take something like a hobby or something, and turn that into a skill, and turn that into a product, and be able to market that product, and be able to provide income for your family by selling that product. Like that's incredible. Like that's the American dream. And it may just be a little a side cash right now, but your dream is to have a wood shop and to bring others in, because I mean, I said it before, but I think we're starting to lose like our tangible skills, like
Hmm.
getting your hands dirty, and really working on building something. And like
Yeah.
I just barely renovated this house, and it was no easy task, but like this is my home. Like my blood, sweat, and tears was built into this home,
Yeah.
and I'm proud of it. And like I can tell, like you got dust all over your shop, man. So
Oh
you're
yeah.
you're
You
you're
do
in there
now.
slaving away, but like if yeah, like if you can encompass like just you know what this does for you, and what this actually like means for you, and that legacy, and what you want this to transform into, like
Oh man, that takes some thought. I think I haven't really
yeah,
thought
yeah,
of
yeah.
what it means to me. So I guess what it means to me is carrying on a legacy. Like
Yeah.
I mentioned before, my great grandfather, he was a woodworker. My grandfather, he was, he dabbled in it. And it was kind of funny. He kind of told me that later, this was actually a few months ago. He was like, the only reason I got, this is him talking, the only reason that he got into woodworking was so that he could get closer to his dad and have something in common.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. And I got into woodworking so I could get closer to my grandfather too. That was another big factor there. But really, I think it was carrying on a legacy.